Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. And you know, a few weeks ago in one of my videos I said that I probably wouldn't be traveling anytime soon. I'm just happy to stay put at home. Yeah, about that. I booked a luxury 5-star vacation to LA and Vegas, and I'm pretty excited about going to Vegas. I've actually never been before. Well, I'm excited anyway. Now this trip would have cost $3,982. Let's call that $4,000, it sounds better, if I'd actually paid for it. But come on, you think I actually pay for travel? Of course not. So in this video, I'm gonna break down how I leverage credit cards and hotel free nights in order to make my free travel bookings. And if you like the sound of that, why not subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss a video? And if you do, I will personally deliver a cake to your house. What was that? You can't lie. Oh, well, just subscribe. I mean, it's really great to be subscribed to this channel. Trust me. Just go for it. So let's start with the flight. Now I may get a little bit of criticism for this because I exchanged Amex points and some cash through the Amex portal. I did not transfer to Airlines. I actually went through the Amex travel portal to book these flights, and that's normally what we recommend not to do because you only get 1 cent per point in value. But let me explain why I did this. Now, number one is that I want to maintain my One World Ruby status. So I do need to take some paid flights, and flights booked through the travel portal count as paid. Now, One World Ruby, it gives you free business class check-in, free checked bags, etc. So it is actually super useful, and I do want to maintain it, so this is a good way of doing that. Number two is that Amex is giving select Platinum card holders a $200 travel credit for Amex Travel. Now, this was brought in last year because of the Ronies. It is select card holders, so you have to check your dashboard to see if you have been targeted for it. But it's $200, and if you have it, you can use it all the way up until December 31st, 2021. This is on Mrs. Credit Shifu's card, not my one. I just got the Charles Schwab Amex Platinum earlier this year. So here's the breakdown of it all. The total for this flight for 4 people in economy on American Airlines is $1,574.08. We exchanged 95,300 points at 1 cent per point, so that leaves $620.96 minus the $200 travel credit. That brings us to $420.96. $420. I'm sure Elon Musk would think up a joke about that. All right, now let's talk about my hotel in Santa Monica. So for the first 3 nights that we're in LA, we'll be staying with friends, so obviously there's no booking there. But then 2 nights after that, we are staying at this really great little hotel that I discovered, which is the Oceana Santa Monica, okay? It's super new. It only just joined the Hilton program recently. It's a luxury property right on the beach. It's got great views. And it's so new that the guy on the phone, when I phoned up to book it, he didn't even realize that you could book it with free night certificates. He was actually gonna tell me that I couldn't and say bye-bye. But then I really pressed him and he put me on hold and he came back and was like, actually, yeah, you can book this. Now, these Hilton free night certificates, they used to be just weekend free night certificates, okay? But because of the Ronies, you can now use them any night of the week. And they've also extended them. So they used to be valid for just 1 year, but now any certificates issued before May 1st, 2020 are valid up until January 3rd, 2022. And any certificate issued after May 1st, 2020 is valid for 24 months after it was issued. So I had 2 of them in my account. One was valid until the January 3rd, 2022 date, and the other was valid all the way up until sometime in 2023. And in case you're wondering, I earned these free night certificates with the Amex Hilton Surpass card, and you have to spend $15,000 in a year to get the free night certificate. I did that by paying my federal taxes through that card. Now, the challenge with the Hilton free night certificate, though, is getting the maximum value out of it, because these certificates are valid at any Hilton hotel. So you could waste it on a very low-level hotel, or you could do what I do and look for the most luxurious hotels you can find. So you want to look for Waldorf Astorias, Conrad's, other Hilton luxury brands that cost between $600 and $1,000 per night. Now, you can only use the free night certificate if there is a standard room award available. And that's easier said than done. Many popular Hilton hotels, such as the Waldorf Astoria Beverly Hills, almost never have standard room awards available to book. And yeah, like we said, you also don't want to waste the free night certificate on some hotel that's like $300 a night. So basically, don't go and use it at a Hampton Inn, all right? Literally, if you do that, everyone who watches this channel is going to laugh at you. 160,000 people laughing at you simultaneously. Imagine that. Imagine the shame. Just don't do it. Don't book a Hampton Inn with your Hilton free night certificate. Anyway, so I found this great little hotel, Oceana Santa Monica. It had great reviews, and it was $661 per night for the dates I wanted, so that really checks the box in terms of value. Not maximum value like $800, $1,000, but definitely what is acceptable for the free night certificate. So I phoned up to book it, and yeah, just in case you don't know, you do have to do this over the phone. You can't do it through the website like with other hotel brands, free night certificates like Marriott, etc. So you do it over the phone, and yeah, I booked it, and that's a saving of $1,222. All right, now let's talk about Vegas. But before we do, if you want to keep track of all your points balances across multiple cards in one place, and also credit card balances, things like upcoming bills, etc., so you never get caught out, why not try the app Max Rewards? It gives you all of those things and more. And if you have Max Rewards Gold, it will automatically activate Amex and Chase offers for you, so you never miss a deal. And you can get 1 month free of Max Rewards Gold with my link below, or you can just download it and check out the free features. I do thoroughly recommend it. It is a great app. So, Vegas. Now, I asked Instagram for recommendations, and if you don't already follow me on Instagram, what are you waiting for? Follow @thecreditshifu. So I asked my followers for recommendations, and they recommended the Bellagio, the Paris, the Venetian, the MGM Grand. So I looked at all of them, and after almost booking the MGM Grand because it has a lazy river, but then looking at the rooms and deciding that it wasn't luxurious enough, I booked the Venetian. Now you can book this property through IHG. I booked a Saturday night with 60,000 IHG points. It would have cost $397, although there were some taxes and charges that amounted to about $45 and $51 together. Then I booked 2 more nights through the Chase travel portal at a value of 1.5 cents per point with the Sapphire Reserve, and that cost me 24,263 points, which was a value of $363.95. Now there is a resort fee per night, it's $102.04, so that's $204 for 2 nights. Now the Venetian looks like an amazing property. Every room is a suite, kind of. There's incredible replica classical architecture, 4 pools, actual Venice canals, and it apparently costs $64 for a 10-minute boat ride. Yeah, I probably won't do that. I mean, it is a private boat, so you never know. You know, I probably will do it, to be honest. Anyway, let's keep going, and now for the conclusion. So you may be wondering how much I paid out of pocket for this trip. Now, if you've been paying attention, you would have been taking notes and you'd already know, but for those people who weren't, it's okay. We're gonna give you the total. So, on this almost $4,000 trip, so far out of pocket, I have paid $720. So I can now add over $3,000 to my running total of $23,000 worth of free travel that I have obtained since I started this whole credit card travel hacking thing a few years ago. And guys, if you want to see my entire strategy that got me that $23,000 worth of free travel, I will put that video on screen in just a moment for you to check out. Please subscribe if you're new. Check out the app Max Rewards in the description below. It really is a great app. I use it myself, thoroughly recommended. Leave your comments below as well, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.